Good morning, my loving students of 9th E and F. I hope you are enjoying your English class. Last day I gave only audio due to some technological problem. Some of you asked me a lot of doubts about the answers. You have to write all the answers in your copy. Long answers also. And study the same day. Write those answers in the CW copy. And the next stanza we are going to learn of the poem The Road Not Taken. First stanza we completed. We learned about the rhyming scheme. The same rhyme scheme is followed in all the stanzas. A, B, A, B. Throughout the poem, the same rhyming scheme is followed. So let us begin. Stanza number 2. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. In the last class we learned that poet is standing at the point where two roads are diverged, and he was in a dilemma. Which road he must choose to go ahead? I mentioned already that two roads here, options, career in your life. Two roads were there. Unless and until you know the road clearly, you will not reach to your destination. The same thing about our life. Whatever job, whatever career we opt for our future. It depends our future. It makes a difference in our lives. Come back again to the stanza number 2. Then took the other just as fair. He selected the second road, though both the roads looked the same for him, and having perhaps the better claim, he demanded that the road which he selected is little better than the other one, than the first one. This Robert Frost, poet, is a special kind of person. He does not want to go the career, the option which is mostly selected by the people. He wants to be little adventurous. He wants to be something different. Though both the roads look the same, the second road is little better than the first road. Better here means, see, the reason also it says in the third line, because it was grassy and wanted wear usage. Nobody used that road, and it was full of grass. If we keep our feet on a particular way, the way will be very smooth. The tracks the steps of our feet will be there, and all the grass will start dying and drying up. It will be very clear to pass through. But the other road was grassy and wanted wear, wanted usage. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Though it was felt to the poet that both the roads looked same. Though both the roads were same, he felt the other road, it needs wear, usage, and it was full of grassy. That is why he selected the other road. There are some students, some people, they want to do something different in their lives. Some of your parents are doctors, some of your parents are engineers, and automatically those parents prefer their children to be on the same track because it's easy for them. They know about their profession better than others. But you are of different talents. Don't go with your parents' compulsion. Go with your own spirit. Like Robert Frost, he had an independent spirit. He wants to do something different. Come to the next stanza. Before that, I told you the same poetic scheme, the rhyming scheme is used here. Fair is rhyming with where, there, and second line last word claim is rhyming with the same. So I repeat the explanation once again. The poet selects the road that appears to be less traveled to the poet. This stanza also suggests that the poet does not wish to follow the crowd. He has an independent spirit. He wants to do something different. After a moment, he changes his mind by telling that, concluding that both the rods are equally worn out. Leaves were there. Grass was there on these two rods. Third stanza. And both that morning equally lay. The morning means the moment he decided which rod he has to select. The morning here means that. And both that morning equally lay. In that particular morning, both the rods were looking same. In leaves, no step had trodden black. Nobody has used the path. If we keep our feet there, we step our feet over the leaves. The leaves turn black. Here also, in leaves, no step had trodden black. Trodden black means by crushing the leaves under our feet when we walk. So both the roads were not used by anyone in that particular morning. Morning here means on that particular day, the poet selected the road which he wants to go. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Another day means in his another birth. Some of you believe in that. Because as I told you earlier, we can use, at a time we can use only one rod. One career in our life. It's very difficult. Oh, I kept the first for another day. My second birth, or when I come back, when I will be able to come back, then I will take the other rod, the first rod. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, he knew it very well that it will take my whole life to reach to my destination, to finish the journey through this rod. Even then he said, when I get a time, I will come back to take the other rod. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, he knew very well that how one thing, one rod leads to another. I doubted if I should ever come back. He knew very well that he will not be able to come back. I explain it again. The third stanza. And both that morning equally, leaves cover both the roads equally. No one this morning has yet taken either path. Nobody used both the roads. Because we can make it very clear, the leaves were undisturbed. This means that, this symbolizes that the choices in life open to the poet are both unknown to him. Nobody used, nobody selected those two. Career. He's the first one to select that. The poet remains committed to his decision. No, I must take this second rod. He will say, he said this also, he will keep the other rod for another day. This symbolizes that he will make the other choice in life only if he is not satisfied with the results of the first choice. When he is able to come back, we all know that it's very difficult to come back. He observes that he will probably never pass this way again, as one path leads to another, because one rod leads to another, and thus we will never have an opportunity to take the other rod. This symbolizes that he will not be able to take the second choice in the life at all. Got it clear? Read thoroughly once again, line by line. So this is enough for the day. Your homework is to read thoroughly, understand the meaning, not only literary meaning, figurative inner meaning. Okay? Stay safe and healthy. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.